Hey guys, this is dclaiche, and today I'm going to be making a video showing you guys all the PLLs that I use. Now, I made a video like this about a few years ago, but that video got deleted, and I basically use all the same PLLs that I used back then, so I'm just going to make this video and show you guys the ones that I use. If you guys know of better PLLs for me to use, then please leave them in the comments down below. So, with that being said, let's get to the pulls. Okay, so I'm going to be presenting these PLLs in the order that I would do them in a PLL time attack. So, first of all, A Perms. This is the AB Perm, and you know, I do the typical turn this down and do that algorithm. And then the AA Perm is the reverse of that algorithm. You know, it's simple stuff. Now the E-Perm, I really do not like this algorithm. If somebody else could show me a better E-Perm algorithm, I'm sure somebody did when I made my video last time, but I forgot it. But this is still the algorithm that I use. I do X prime. I believe this is X prime. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's what that is. And then I do U, R prime, U prime, L, U, R, U prime, RW2, U prime, R, U, L, U prime, R prime, U. It's a very, very bad algorithm, but that's the one that I've been using for years. This is the UB Perm. I do the typical R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. And of course, for the UB Perm, I do the exact opposite. R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. Now, I do actually have algorithms for whenever I have a U-perm in the back. Now, this is the U-A-perm from the back. I do R2, U-prime, R-prime, U-prime, R, U, R, U, R, U-prime, R. And then the U-A-perm from the back, I recognize it by having an opposite color on this side. I do R-prime, U, R-prime, U-prime, R-prime, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, R2. H perms, I do the typical H perm, M2, U prime, M2, U2, M2, U prime, M2. Now Z perms I do slightly differently. I don't do the M Z perm. I actually do a different Z perm that I learned before I ever even knew that there was an MZ perm, which I hold it so that the edges need to be switched this way rather than this way, and I do U, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U, R2, U prime, R prime, U. It's a very fun algorithm to do. Now the next is the J perms. This is a JB perm. Basically I hold it solved side in the front, and I do R prime, U, L prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime, U2, R, L, U prime. And then the JA perm, I hold it with the solve side in my left hand, and I do R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime. Now the F perm I use I find very interesting. I learned this one a long time ago. It's very similar to a T perm. I hold the solve side in my left hand, and I do R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U, R. Okay, so now the R perms. This is the RB perm. Basically, I recognize it by having not an opposite edge right here, and then looking to this side and finding that there is a 2x1. I hold the headlights in the front, and I do R prime, U2, R, U2, R, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R2, U prime. And then I have the RA perm. This one is recognized by realizing that I have a not opposite edge in the front, and then I look to the left and I have the 1x2. I hold the headlights in my left hand, and I do R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R, U2, R prime, U prime. And then of course I have the T perm, which is a very, very, very simple one. Everybody knows the T perm. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And then I have the Y perm. This is one that pretty much everybody knows. If you realize that you have an opposite corner right here and everything else around here is solved, and then you turn over here and everything else is messed up, you hold the corner in the bottom right, and you do F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. Now this is my V perm. Basically a V perm is you realize you have a 2x2 block right here, but you have no headlights anywhere else, which you would have if this was an A perm, but it is not. So this is one of the algorithms that I wish I had a better one of. If you guys have a better algorithm, then please let me know in the comments below. But the one that I do, I hold the 2x2 block in the back left, and I do L prime, U, R, U prime, L, U, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, U2, R, U2, R prime. And then of course we have the G perms, which are the most complicated things in the whole entire universe. Basically, this is how I recognize and do my G perms. If I have a 2x1 block in the front, and if I look to the left and there is the headlights, I hold the headlights in my left hand and I do R2, UW, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, UW prime, R2, Y prime, I believe? Yes, Y prime. R prime, U, R. Now this one I recognize by having the 2x1 block in the back on this side, and then on the other side is the headlights. I hold headlights on the left, and I do U prime, R prime, U, Y, yes, Y, R2, UW, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, UW prime, R2. This next G perm I recognize by having the 2x1 in the back and the headlights on my right, and I hold the headlights on my right and I do R2, UW prime, R, U prime, R, U, R prime, UW, R2, Y, R, U prime, R prime. And then the final G perm I recognize by having the 2x1 block towards the front, looking on the other side, seeing that there are headlights, and then I do R, U, R prime, Y prime, R2, UW prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, UW, R2. Now the final things left are the End Perms. This is the End Perm where the 2x1 block is always on the left side, and an End Perm looks like this, pretty much from anywhere. I hold it from any position, and I do R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U prime, F, R, U, R prime, U, F, R prime, F prime, R, U prime, R. And finally, this is the last case. It is the second End Perm where the 2x1 block is always on the right. So in order to do this one, I hold it from any position and I do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. And those are all of the PLLs that I use. So, without further ado, let's see them all together in a PLL time attack. Okay, I think that's a PB actually. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully it was somewhat helpful for those of you out there who have not, for some reason, memorized full PLL, which I don't imagine is too many of my subscribers, but either way, this video should be helpful to you, and if it's not helpful to you, it's going to be at the very least helpful to me, because now I'll be able to know if I should be using different PLLs. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please come back next Wednesday for another video for you from me, and this is dclaiche saying goodbye.